welcome to Council Comments for the month of November. I'm here with Sophie Martin, and she is our councilwoman for Ward 1. And Sophie, this is your second time to be with us.
It is, and it's an honor to be here. Thank you so much for having me back.
Well, we're excited. We are going to dive into the council meetings from October 15th and November the 5th. Now, our council meetings are on
They are now on the first and third Mondays of every month. You know, they used to be on the second and fourth, but we have now changed those to the first and third.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's good to know, and you can always visit our council meetings.
Absolutely. At City Hall, they start at 7 o'clock. They're public meetings, and we really encourage the public to come and be a part of those.
Absolutely. But if you can't, that's what we're here for, to dive into what happened, to give you a little bit of background, and just break it down for you, really. So we're going to dive into some of the October 15th agenda items, which you can check out on the City of Alabaster's website. So if you want to follow along with us, you can.
Yeah.
But so okay,
we'll all be experts after it's over.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
So the youth basketball uniforms. Talk a little bit about that. You said that you awarded a bid for that, or how does that work?
We do. Just to make sure we're being fiscally responsible, the Parks and Rec department, they do a great job. Tim Ham does a great job with when a sport's coming up and new uniforms are being needed. They take bids from different companies who might be interested in getting that business.
Okay.
And so they bring those bids to City Council. We look at them, and Parks and Rec will make their recommendation. We ask any questions we might have, and then we, go with the company that we think would be best for providing those uniforms.
Okay.
Whether it's basketball, soccer, that's just a regular process that we go through to make sure we're spending, that money right and in the best interest of our parents and children.
And so when a parent signs their child up for youth basketball or football, these uniforms are included in their registration fees,
It is.
right?
It's all one package.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Well, that was a fun little agenda item.
Yes.
Now, we have talked a lot about our first responders and providing things that they need, whether it be vests for our police officers, new vehicles. Now, we had some new vehicle purchases for police and fire,
We did
correct?
both. That is correct.
Now, when we see these agenda items on there, and it's not something that's just come up quickly. We've already budgeted for these, right?
That's correct. Most of the vehicle purchases, they have been budgeted for. So we're not caught off guard. It's nothing new. They're expected and planned for.
Okay.
But we want to make sure that both police, fire, our first responders, that they have the equipment they need, the vehicles that they need, that are in tip-top shape to be able to keep our community safe and be able to answer those calls, as needed, and effectively handle whatever is, has come up.
Yes,
Yeah.
100%. We need them to be on their game,
Yep.
right?
Yes, anything the council can do to support that.
Yeah.
We absolutely are.
Yeah, you guys are very supportive of our first
Absolutely.
responders.
They
I
do a
really
great
appreciate
job. They do. Both
Yeah.
our fire and police do an excellent job. We're very proud of them.
They definitely do. So we've got something that came up about lighting along Colonial Parkway. What's going on with that?
Well, if you travel, especially over the last several months, if you travel over by the shopping center and, down 31 and pulling into, over by the Chick-fil-A and that area, sometimes, you'll notice that the lights are out.
Right.
And the council does a very good job at really trying to stay, abreast and keep in tune with things like that. And we just kept noticing, that the lighting was not there like it should be.
Yeah.
And so again, back to public safety. We want that area to be well lit. We want people to feel safe when they go in that area. So we just thought it would be better if we went ahead and contracted that work out and gave that responsibility to Alabama Power.
Okay.
So they're going to oversee the lighting in that area, which we think will resolve, a lot of those lighting issues.
We will definitely be thankful for that as frequent shoppers at the
Yes,
promenade, right?
yes, especially with the Christmas season coming up.
Absolutely.
By Alabaster first, so
Absolutely.
yeah, definitely.
Okay, so we now in our city we utilize the services of Clash Tran.
Yes.
For anybody that's not aware of what that is or what they do, there was some funding going on with that. Can you please talk about that agenda item?
I sure can. Class Tran is it's a service for the elderly and disabled, really, that it's for transportation. And their funding, it's grant funding that comes from the FDA, which is for elderly and disabled. And then they also, with that funding, they get matching funds from the county and the municipalities that they service. So with Class Tran, we were able to, we do this on an annual basis. It is an excellent service for our residents. And so on an annual basis, we renew that contract if everything's in place. So that's what we did.
Okay, so just renewing that.
It is. And you'll see their you'll see their shuttles, really traveling all over Shelby County, into downtown, and it really is a good service that we like to support.
Wonderful. Yeah, that is a great service. Now, I saw on the agenda lots of appointments. So appointments to different boards, the library board specifically. How does this come about, these appointments to these different boards?
Well, really, we do. We have a lot, to your point, we do have a lot of boards, a lot of, just committees that are in place that we really depend on and look to, to partner with to keep moving our city forward.
Yes.
So on a lot of these boards, people have been serving for a long time. Their time might be up, and they roll off, or somebody might say, I've served my time, I'm ready to step down. So we'll have spots open, they'll become vacant, and we really do, we need people who are willing to lead, who are willing to, put themselves out there and want to make a difference in our community. So I really encourage people who want to get, whether it's planning and zoning, the library board, I could go on and on. We have a lot of opportunities available. So if they're interested, they can contact City Hall.
Okay.
Contact one of their council representatives and say, hey, the next time a seat comes open or an opportunity comes open to serve, I'd really like to be considered for appointment. And so
awesome.
that's how it works.
Great way to get involved in our city.
It really is. The abatement board, that's another really important board to be on, because that's how, we get these buildings that are vacant, they're not kept up, and they're brought to the council for recommendation for abatement and being demolished. So there's a lot of good opportunities out there for people to serve. Okay. So that's what we're looking for.
Get out there.
And definitely. Highly encouraged.
Yeah. So I think we are going to end with something that we have been waiting on for quite a while in our city, and that is the opening of Siluria Brewery, right?
Yes, that has been a long time coming. It's been very much anticipated by a lot of our, residents, even people beyond, I think, the borders of Alabaster.
Absolutely, yeah.
They recently had their ribbon cutting, their soft open, and it was just a huge success. So, they did get their alcohol license, obviously. That got approved. Everything's in line as far as everything they need to really, I think, have a successful locally owned business, and we're just going to do everything we can to support that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I think when you drive by and you look at it and you really look at the traffic they're already getting, that's really going to help revitalize that area even more.
I think so.
We're grateful to all the business owners that have invested and have really to make the effort and the time to become a part of our city, because we just know it's going to be just a huge success.
It will, and I think their grand opening too was just killer.
It was
so
phenomenal.
Definitely something to look into, something fun to do. Yeah. All right, well, thank you so much for being with us and diving into this with us. Guys, like we said, you can check out these agendas on the City of Alabaster's website, and we will look forward to seeing you next month on Council Comments, brought to you by the City of Alabaster.